Amish farms in rural Pennsylvania sit next to woods and fields where copperheads and rattlesnakes are a genuine summer presence. Most Amish homesteads manage this without any commercial repellent. They use 10 methods that address why snakes enter a yard, which is the part the repellent companies do not want you thinking about. Before the list, one thing worth saying plainly. No method on this list will stop every snake every time. Anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. What these 10 methods do is make your yard consistently less attractive to snakes than your neighbor's yard, which is exactly how old Amish farmsteads manage the problem across generations. The goal is not elimination. The goal is redirection. Number 1, remove the reason snakes enter. Snakes follow food. If your yard has mice, voles, or frogs, snakes will find it regardless of what you put along the perimeter. Seal gaps in outbuildings, trim ground cover where rodents nest, and eliminate standing water. Old Amish barns maintained clean grain storage, not just to preserve grain, but because a barn with no spilled grain has fewer mice, and fewer mice means fewer snakes. Number 2, remove ground cover and debris. Snakes move along edges and hide under anything flat and low. Woodpiles on soil, flat stones, low ground cover, and mulch deeper than 3 inches all create sheltered corridors. Raise woodpiles off the ground on a rack, move them away from the house, and keep foundation bed mulch thin. Number 3, cedar oil spray along the perimeter. Cedar oil contains phenol compounds that irritate the Jacobson's organ snakes use to smell and navigate. 2 tablespoons per liter diluted in water, sprayed along the foundation line and yard perimeter, creates a barrier most snake species actively avoid. Reapply after rain. The University of Florida IFAS extension program has documented cedar oil's deterrent effect in controlled studies. Number 4, cinnamon oil and clove oil barrier. Eugenol in clove oil and cinnamaldehyde in cinnamon oil cause temporary skin irritation on contact, making snakes reverse direction. Mix equal parts of both oils with water and spray along entry points, gate openings, and fencing bases. Snakes navigate by feel as much as smell, so a compound that causes physical discomfort on the scales is more reliable than scent alone. Number 5, keep grass short. Snakes avoid crossing mowed open grass because it exposes them to hawks and owls. A lawn cut to 2 inches or below offers no cover during transit. Amish kitchen gardens maintained closely cut paths between beds, specifically to discourage snake movement through working areas. Number 6, plant society garlic or marigolds along the foundation. Both produce sulfur compounds through root and leaf secretions that snakes consistently avoid in agricultural studies. Society garlic produces allicin that irritates the snake's olfactory system. Plant in a continuous border rather than intermittently, since gaps are exactly where snakes enter. Number 7, use a snake-proof fence for high-risk areas. A fence of 1/4-inch hardware cloth buried 4 inches into the ground and extending 2 feet above it, angled outward at the top, is the only method that reliably prevents snake entry into a specific enclosed space, such as a children's play area or a chicken yard. It is the most labor-intensive method on this list, but the only one that approaches a physical guarantee. Number 8, eliminate accessible water. Standing water in containers, low spots that hold rain, and pet bowls left out overnight attract both snakes and their prey. Old farm practice emptied every container holding standing water daily in summer, not for mosquito control, but because a yard with no water is a less attractive stop on a snake's daily route. Number 9, barn cats. The oldest Amish method and still among the most effective. A barn cat with territory over a property hunts young snakes and disrupts the movement patterns of adults. One working cat reduces both rodent and snake populations simultaneously, which is why most Amish homesteads keep at least one. Number 10, apply sulfur powder along the foundation. Sulfur has been used as a snake deterrent for over a century and irritates both the skin and olfactory system on contact. Pour a thin line along the foundation perimeter and fence gaps. Reapply after rain. Here's what this looked like in the summer. I understood how much of the problem was self-created. 3 summers ago, the woodpile along the east wall of the barn had sat on bare ground for years. Twice that summer, I found a copperhead coiled under the bottom layer, once within 10 feet of where the children played. I moved the woodpile onto a rack, cut the grass along that wall to the soil line, and sprayed cedar oil every 2 weeks. The following summer, I found no snakes in that area. Not one. The neighbor's unmowed fence line had 3 sightings that same summer. My yard stopped being the easier option. Every method on this list works on the same principle. Snakes go where food, water, shelter, and safe transit exist. Remove those things and you do not need repellent. You need a different yard. Subscribe, because the next video covers the 2 plants that snakes avoid on contact and that old Amish homesteaders planted along every entry point on the property. Both cost under $2 at any garden center. Tell me in the comments what type of snake is your biggest concern and which state you are in, because the answer changes which of these 10 methods to prioritize first.